Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do subscribe. Okay, we're gonna do a random ranking, and I'm gonna go, to my movie collection behind me, as I always do, and then pick out 3 movies at random, and then we will rank those from most favorite to least favorite. I'll rank them here in the video, and if you'd like to rank them in the comments and participate, that would be fun. Really enjoy talking film with you. So, I have a section over here that I've neglected. Let me go grab from there. I may be out of sight here for a moment. We'll see. Okay, I'm still here. If I can reach. 1, 2, 3. Man, I hope I've seen all of these. If I haven't seen one of them, I will replace it with another film. Oh, I feel a lot of plastic though. So these are some that I haven't opened yet. Okay, wow, 2 of them I haven't opened yet. Okay. So, first one, Mr. Brooks. Did I see this in the theater? I might have. How did I watch this? Mr. Brooks. How did I. There's a part of me that thinks I might have watched this on a cruise ship. My parents were going on this cruise, and they invited me on it. And I remember there was like this mini theater, and I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, that there was. Well, I remember there was a movie theater, but I think we watched this. We either watched this or like Source Code or something. But this seems familiar. So Dane Cook is in this. That's like what I remember most, because it was like, what's Dane Cook doing in this serious film? And so I remember even less about the film than I do like a story surrounding the film. So if I remember right, Kevin Costner's playing like a killer or something. See, I really don't even remember the plot, but this funny story that I remember, I saw Dane Cook on a talk show, and he was saying he was in a limo with Mr. Brooks, with Kevin Costner, talking about this film. Kevin Costner's trying to get him on board, and Kevin Costner is just like, there are just certain movies that you just know that you have to do them, you have to make them, and that's how I felt when I made that's how I felt with The Postman. And then Dane Cook, without missing a beat, says, "Oh, when's that come out?" And it had been out for like 8 years or something like that. I butchered that, I'm sure, but when Dane Cook told that story, it was very funny, and that's what I remember most about this movie, more so than this movie. Oh man, okay, grew up watching this, Mr. Destiny. It's kind of like and it's a Wonderful Life sort of story. Mako Caine, is that a good version? Or what impression? Mako Caine. Mako Caine. Okay, so I'm probably butchering that. Loved this as a kid. Thought it was so great. But then I watched it as an adult. When I bought this, well, it says, I don't know. It says I think I got this at the our disc replay shop here. And I watched it as an adult after I bought it. And it's not good. It's actually pretty bad. There are moments, I still love from my childhood. But he's like such a disbeliever in what's happening, and he doesn't sell it very well. He's like always doing the okay, I get it. You're a party trick. Who set you up to this? Who put you up to this? That sort of thing. And it's just, I don't know. It happened way too many times, and it just all felt fake and artificial. But because of the childhood nostalgia, I still feel like I love this movie, even though as an adult I think it's awful. Not awful, but just not very good. I was so excited. This is Australia. This is the 3rd film here. This is going to be interesting because, well, okay. Anyway, wow, Hugh Jackman looks awesome. Look at that. Looks amazing. So I was so excited for this. Is Baz Luhrmann, and I just love Moulin Rouge. I think that movie is fantastic. What else? His work is good. I like his chaotic style, or at least I love Moulin Rouge, and I was so hyped for this. I don't like the title though, because there's more going on in Australia than this story. But I was like, wow, this is going to be so cool. We got Hugh Jackman, America's favorite Australian, or one of them, and then we got Nicole Kidman, America's favorite Australian, or at least one of them. And I was so excited for Baz Luhrmann's style, which is present in it, but this movie is so way overly long, and I knew that going into it because I was like, this is going to be just an amazing epic. This is going to win Oscars like crazy. And then I watched it and I was like, ugh, I don't think I like this movie very much. It felt like it had this like perfect logical ending point somewhere between late middle, and I was like, all right, this is a pretty good film. And then I think there was like another hour left, and I was like, man, this is too much. So I was pretty disappointed in this, and then I was also disappointed in Great Gatsby. I don't know, Baz Luhrmann, just I really love Moulin Rouge, and just beyond that, nothing else. Well, he Romeo and Juliet too is, you know, that's his, right? Now I feel like that's Danny Boyle. No, that's him. And so I like that one, I guess. But there are probably others that I'm not thinking of, but this one was a major disappointment for me. I feel like that happens a lot, actually, with Hugh Jackman. Love him as Wolverine, but he also makes a lot of movies that aren't good. So, what am I going to do here? I'm going to say, this is weird because I don't like this movie as an adult, or just, I don't think it's good, but I still have a strong attachment to it. So this is going to be number one, but then do I put a forgettable movie that I remember the story, a story surrounding the film, or do I go with Australia, a movie that really disappointed me? I think what I'm going to do is go with a movie I don't remember, which in some ways is worse than a movie that you don't like, right? Because at least the movie you don't like gave you a reaction, where this one, it didn't, but I always remember that story of Dane Cook, this guy right here, making a little joke to Kevin Costner as they were trying to get this movie together. So I'm fond of that story. So I'm going to go Mr. Destiny, Mr. Brooks. Oh, this is kind of like an alphabetical. These were remaining in alphabetical order. My collection is not in alphabetical order, but it used to be, so some bits and pieces still are. And then I'm going to say Australia because I found it very disappointing. Okay, this is my ranking. Mr. Destiny, Mr. Brooks, and Australia. Have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know in the comments below. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Peer Hangout.